Welcome, Pathfinders, to the Find the Path podcast's actual play of the Mummy's Mask Adventure Path, episode 60.
60.
60, finally.
We are
finally.
5 years from retirement.
Welcome to Find the Path, where we make nothing but old people jokes.
Well, to be fair, we didn't start with old people jokes. We started with like, hey, we're old enough to drink. And we're old enough for our
Cycles of life.
We've
Cycles
gone
of
full
life.
on into the point where we're eventually going to be like, and in elf years, we're finally an adult now. Like, that's what we're heading towards.
Yes.
120, yeah. We're 5 years from completion of this campaign at this rate.
Wowza.
It's so far away.
But it's so enjoyable to play.
Audience, you
that
better
is
be
true.
glad we like you.
I'm glad they like us.
Apparently,
True.
they like us enough to ask us to do additional adventure paths at the same time.
know.
So, when last we left our heroes,
We met the Lisa Frank dragon.
Yes, we did.
well, eventually, you had conferred pertaining, you had determined that you would need to continue to search for the sepulcher of the servant where Nephru Shepus was buried.
And then got his...
You did not know where that was, and so you then went, you hit up the bathhouse, you found another broken compass. You weren't able
And
to
a
fix that one.
fancy lens of detection.
And a fancy lens of detection that had been buried in there for a while.
And a mud bath.
That was gross.
Where
it was
nobody
like a
got-
sulfur mud bath.
And
so
nobody
you
got
smell
attacked by a
rank.
mud elemental.
I got a nice skin now, y'all. That's not how Sagira talks, but whatever.
No.
Got some exfoliation going on. There should have been some like pumice stones or something hanging out there.
Ew, I don't know if I'd want to use that after this long.
Dirty.
It's nasty.
The party then made their way to the Shiny Bauble, which you determined you had not been the first people there before. Mm-hmm. You found a crystal which had been damaged as well, although you had finally managed to
Fix a flippin' compass.
one of the compass. In doing so, however, you had alerted your
Lisa Frank dragon.
yes to
Who has a real name.
We didn't get it.
Yes, we did.
did.
Was it like Scheherazade or something?
Oh, Shaharad.
Was it Chaharazad?
No, that's a different person.
Close, right?
Shardazad.
Shardazad. It's close to Scheherazade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Charizard.
Pokemon reference.
There's a Pokemon.
There's always a Pokemon reference and a 90s reference.
Yes, you had spoken with the crystal dragon. You had a nice actual exchange back and forth. She'd only threatened to like kill you a couple of times. They have sonic breath weapons, which is cool.
Technically, we never even got officially threatened.
Yeah.
She like flared up a bit, and then we were like, no, we didn't steal your stuff.
While also being like, so kawaii. So pretty.
Yes. Following this, however, actually before she even showed up, you managed to pull out your map, confer with the line painted in the sand here. And by that, I mean painted across the sky with light.
It's just, those guys on the wall were just like, those people have been up there. Oh, there's a big green light. What's that crystal thing?
Yes. After having conferred earlier with your notes that you had gotten from the cultists of the Forgotten Pharaoh, as well as your own interpretation from the star chart that you had found, you had determined that the most likely course of action would be to make your way to the Observatory of Truth and Wisdom.
Yes.
Upon arriving, you had made your way inside.
And there's a giant holy symbol of Pharasma on the floor.
Yes, there's
Probably
a giant
so
mosaic
cool.
of Pharasma holy symbol spiraled across the floor.
This is the right place.
I think we might be in the right place.
Oh, man.
90s reference reminds me of the mansion from Casper that has like the spiral when you walk in.
Ah, yes.
The four of you have stepped in. Again, across the floor in this chamber is a large tiled mosaic that covers a vast section of the floor, approximately 40 feet in diameter. The room itself is rather spacious, with numerous columns and pillars supporting the upper dome, which forms into a massive display of constellations. The room is large enough that your light barely stretches into the furthest corners of it.
Nice.
There are numerous stone benches that have been erected along the outside wall, not part of the original construction of this structure. You're going to guess that this at one point was probably some sort of audience hall or gathering place for teaching and education, as well as religious practices for both the churches of Ma'at, the goddess of celestial order and truth, as well as Thoth, the god of the moon and wisdom. These benches, however, seem to have probably served as resting places for the honored dead. All of the benches are empty.
Of course they are.
Fun
All right,
times.
so I guess we need to start searching for the entrance to the actual tomb.
Yeah.
Sudi is reminded of the piece of paper that we had that said, but bones can be broken. Begins looking to see if there's any like maybe loose tiles or anything like that might like be a
Is
broken
this
bone.
just
I don't
one
know.
giant room, or is there other...
This appears to be mostly one giant room. The far wall of this chamber, as you make your way, the far end of the room has numerous shelves built into it, filled with what appear to be ancient tablets as well as texts. A wide spiral staircase ascends off towards both your right and left-hand side. You had seen that there were 2 towers whenever you approached this structure, both of them seeming to be open-aired observatories set into the top of the building. The one on the left is covered with depictions of that of Ma'at, oftentimes referred to as the Feather of Truth, the goddess of justice, law, order, and truth. And on the opposite side, depictions of the god Toth.
I'm going to pull out my magnifying glass and look for secret doors.
Yep. I guess start searching the area. We gotta find something.
Your footsteps echo across the length of this hall. Oddly, though, they seem to echo discordantly as you make your way across. Sometimes they echo back to you numerous times. Other times you step and it's almost silence. There's a weird element
It's
to
probably
it.
because there's stuff underneath some of this.
The party may go ahead and roll me a perception roll. This will take you an hour, although if you each split up, you could then do it in 15 minutes by just searching your individual
We'll
sections.
quadrant this thing up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We will segment.
All right.
I'm not going to get anything. I rolled a nat 1, so prepare yourselves, everyone.
All right.
The secret's going to be in my quadrant.
27.
Sudi got a 14.
Citra got a 28.
25?
Sudi, your ears kind of swivel back and forth, listening for things, listening to your compatriots and tracking the odd echoes. It's still difficult for you. Again, you're only a few days into adjusting to having half of your vision removed. So kind of trying to check around, trying to watch things. It feels like it's slower going for you. I imagine even now there's still that occasional thing that you think you see something, but you realize it's just like you're throwing off depth sense of depth, tricking you whenever you see a pillar and the wall behind it and don't realize exactly how far you are from things. The rest of the group, first off, this place is blessedly quiet. To the point that the sounds that you yourself make almost seem to be a disturbance here. Any of those of you who even so much as cough, the sound echoes easily across the distance to any of your compatriots, and the slightest scrape of boot on stone makes this quite apparent. All of you, sans Sudi, get the odd impression like it's that same feeling that's been plaguing you for days now. This feeling that you're just constantly being followed or stalked. On yours, checking the back wall, you can see that there are numerous charts or star charts on the premises. None of these seem to match the scrap of paper that you'd found, although they're of the same type and format.
So it probably came from here, at the very least.
It seems very likely. Sitra and Sagira, you check the surrounding pillars. Eventually, you kind of give up on that and then make your way back towards the center of the room, looking up towards the ceiling, looking for any clues there before looking back down towards the floor. It's at this point that the two of you notice not only are the tiles across the floor marked into a mosaic forming a shape, they've also been carved.
Is this an X marks the spot situation?
It looks like they've been carved with some sort of hieroglyphs.
Can we read them?
Yeah, you can start reading them if you so wish. They appear to be something pertaining towards you can make a knowledge religion if you so wish.
Yeah, I don't have that, so I can read it, but I don't know what it means.
Yeah, you could call over
I have
Onuris
knowledge
or
religion, but I
Sudi's.
can't
But
read.
I know, we speak it.
Yeah.
So somebody better at godly things.
Onuris gets a 28 on his knowledge religion.
Well done.
Looking over this, Onuris and Sudi both can tell that these are excerpts from the Pharasma holy text.
I would like
Nice.
to look for and bones can be broken.
You can start searching if you so wish.
Yes.
You don't see... You're not actually as familiar with the Pharasma holy text. You're fairly familiar, but it's not like you've lived the holy text. Reading through this, you don't immediately see that. Sudi, you can tell that this starts in this proper stanza. Interestingly enough, to actually read this, you have to walk the spiral.
Oh, cool.
Nifty.
Sudi will walk and read. And probably read out loud so that you can show off a little bit.
We're off to see the wizard.
Onuris is
Wonderful
just looking
wizard.
around. It's like, it's in here somewhere.
Is the spiral like you said? It's like two-toned, or
Yeah, it's black and white
it's-
tiles.
Yeah.
Beginning to walk, as you begin to speak, the tiles faintly glow.
Ooh, cool.
As you speak the words, the corresponding hieroglyphs glow in a faint bluish light. There's an odd effect to this, as I suppose Onuris follows along with Sudi correcting his pronunciation on some of the words, I'm sure.
a manifest?
Leviosa.
There's an odd effect to this for those of you standing outside and watching, as the light comes up from beneath Sudi and casts his shadow high across the ceiling. That for a second, it almost seems like there's an after image of Sudi that follows. Like a blurred kind of blue image that follows along behind him, as if his his shadow or even his spirit is just a half step behind.
Hey, that's weird. Your spirit's like behind you, following you.
Looking back, do I see it?
Glancing over your shoulder, you can see that there's a kind of blurred outline, but it's once he stops walking, it catches up to him.
Okay, I'm going to keep walking and saying the words. And,
What if it completely separates your spirit from your body?
I mean, is anybody going
Can
to
I detect any kind of, like, when this is going on?
Sudi doesn't know anything about magic, so has no clue what this is doing.
Casting Detect Magic.
I don't think he's stupid enough to risk it, though.
You see no magical auras. Although if there were a magical effect in place here, and they also wanted this to be a secret tomb, they could probably have obscured the magic from something as rudimentary as a Detect Magic spell.
The magic's most likely hidden. I don't sense it. But I have a feeling we're on to something.
Sudi kind of like waves his hand in front of him to watch like the little bluish line in front of him.
Yeah. After having stopped here for a second, you'd only gone about 10 paces or so. The lights behind you fade, and the magic stops.
You probably have to complete the whole
I
prayer.
think you do. Sudi goes back to the beginning and starts reading, walking and pacing through the full thing, going all the way around all the spiral.
If you start feeling like your soul is leaving your body, stop.
What does that feel like?
I don't know. I'm sure
Ask
it's painful.
Onuris.
Onuris, what does
Oh,
it feel
yeah.
like?
It hurts.
Yeah, so if you start feeling pain.
And then you'll pass out.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have an out-of-body experience lasting more than 4 hours.
You're probably dead.
You follow and recite the bones land in a spiral, circling your way steadily further inward. It takes some time for you to read through here. Fortunately, whatever spell's in effect or whatever this is generous enough that when you fail to properly pronounce a word, it gives you enough time to get a pronunciation from Onuris before continuing on.
Yep.
You're very familiar with this text, not as familiar with it in ancient Osiriani.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's one of those like it's been said in the church, and I probably read it in like Osiriani, but ancient Osiriani is vastly different.
Eventually, you reach the heart of the spiral, the center. At this point, you're almost forced to stand in the center of the spiral, like at the very heart of the largest circle, and almost turn in slow rotations to watch these hieroglyphs, which at this point begin to steadily spiral down and down and down to a point. As you reach the end of this, you see that the last segment is missing. It ends with birth and death are written in the bones.
And the bones can be broken.
There's a shuddering. And where you stand, not the spiral, but the gap between the spiral sinks down. And segment after segment after segment into a slowly, steadily lowering spiral staircase, descending down into the earth.
That's clever.
They're not going to believe this at the church.
Yeah, they will. Let's go. Ooh, Chef is gonna be mad.
Ooh, Shepis is going to be mad.
Oh well.
You would think he would be grateful for us finding his ancestors' tomb.
That's true. He's probably going to be glad we found this.
Yeah,
Not
but-
glad that it's being used
Yeah.
as a lair for an evil
That's
person
what I
causing
was-
call pulses, but
That's what I was talking about.
yeah.
He's gonna be mad that a guy was down here doing whatever the doing.
I also wonder if the couples has animated any of his ancestors.
Well,
Don't bring that
They
down
should
upon
hopefully
us.
be sanctified.
hopefully they're
long
real
ago.
sanctified. I don't know. If anybody's sanctified enough to withstand it, I imagine
I
it's the
kind of think that
Shepis
many
guy.
of the people here were sanctified, but the couples is overwhelming.
Yeah, but these are real religious dudes.
Pharasma's just like, oh, this couples is going out. Not these two.
Like,
Or that
literally, Pharasma was like, here's a fancy rock from the sky, apparently.
You're extra special to me. Mm-hmm. Well, or you will be extra special because she's also the goddess of prophecy. So.
I guess we go down the stairs.
Very well. You descend down the stone steps, making your way steady, at this point completely into the darkness. Sudi now bereft of his crystal that he was
I
using
do have an
previously.
ever-burning torch, though.
Pulling out your torch.
My
Sagira
capsule.
getting a light spell from Onuris. Citra speaking the command word and activating her Wayfinder. Falto's Wayfinder.
He gave it.
It's her as a gift. The staircase descends steeply, to the point that I'm sure in the back of some of your minds you're wondering, it's like, this must have been very difficult for whatever they were bringing bodies down here to walk down this with a sarcophagus on your shoulders as you descend down as pallbearers.
Somebody just cast Ant Hall. Easy peasy.
Maybe.
Pivot.
You just slide.
What? That's so disrespectful.
No, you say an extra word and it turns into a slide.
Oh, I see. You're going the
And then you write it down.
the girls' dorm in Gryffindor.
You reach the bottom of the stairs, at which point there is a wide archway that leads out into an open room. The keystone of this is covered with hieroglyphs again, stating that all who live must pass through the doorway of death to face her judgment.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Onuris very casually is just like, duh. Been there, done that.
Seems a little obvious, but on a wall.
Through this door, you enter into a large room. From where you stand to the opposite side, you would say that this room is probably 60, 70 feet across. Easily as wide, if not wider. This vaulted chamber has a looming jackal-headed statuary, oversized pillars, and a long reflecting pool, which lends grandiose scale to the room, and the ceilings in here vault up to a height of some 20 feet overhead. It is an awe-inspiring design and gives you this impression of some sort of sacred hall of judgment. Hieroglyphs cover all the surrounding wall. You would notice that the reflecting pool still contains water after all of these centuries.
Magic.
The far end of the chamber has 4 sets of doors, all on the same wall, opposite of where you've come in.
Is this place clean or is there dust? Can Sagira look for tracks with her new fancy magnifying glass?
Yes.
You may make a survival check if you wish to search for tracks.
Yay.
Can I aid?
Yeah, anyone that has survival made.
I aid you.
I do actually have some survival. I aid you as well.
On your aids.
I got a 31.
The 4 of you step into the room, begin searching about. There are signs of footprints here.
Are they barefooted footprints?
They are barefooted in all of the cases. Many of these seem to be that of a man, quite possibly your barefooted man. Some of these seem like the smaller footprints of a woman or maybe an elf. Some of these seem to be larger prints. Not large enough to be a large-sized creature, but longer, oddly warped feet.
Okay.
The only footprints that routinely seem to leave the structure are those of the barefooted man.
So it seems like Barefoot Man has like an elf lady friend and like a big weird-footed guy.
The
Guarding?
weird-footed ones, it looks like there are multiple.
Multiple of them. But they mostly like patrol maybe around here, and barefooted guy comes and goes. So company incoming probably.
Good to know. What? I mean, you just said big thing. Like what?
You know, not big like giant thing or whatever. Just like big for a person and like weird shaped feet.
They still look to be humanoid?
Like club feet or something. Ah, they're weird.
Onuris would sling a shield, draw the Kopesh.
Shink!
Prepare for battle.
Start
Okay,
with
Yoda.
the door on the right and make our way down.
Sure.
They all might lead into the same room.
Yep. Seems like as good a
Who knows?
as good a plan as anything else.
You will make your way forward, crossing the chamber. You reach the door. Each of these doors are large bronze affairs. These, much like the surrounding walls, are also covered with hieroglyphs. The walls seem to be hieroglyphics. Even just glancing them out of the corner of your eye, they seem to be stories pertaining towards the Shepis family line. The hieroglyphs across the doors, however, depict Pharasma on one panel and then Anubis on the other.
They were buddies.
Sagira reaching forward and grabbing this.
Oh.
The door slides open with shocking ease. They're exceptionally well weighted, and there's not even a screech or squeak, as if they've been somehow,
WD-40'd.
maintained over the centuries.
Maybe
Magic.
this place has another one of those cute little golems, and this time we won't kill it.
We won't.
Unless
No.
it's trying to kill us.
Dropping money in the pools.
Yeah. True. Man, that was a long time ago.
It was like 4 days ago.
40 episodes ago.
The door opens into a chamber almost as large as the one that you've left,
Wow.
although sans the pillars. The arched ceiling of this chamber towers overhead, rising to a height of 60 feet above the tiled floor. Hundreds of small alcoves cover the surrounding walls,
Oh my.
hidden behind neglected silk curtains in blue and gold. A small altar sits in the center of the room, caked in unsightly stains and marred blood or refuse. You're not
no.
positive.
Ew, gross.
I don't think it's supposed to be like that.
A heavy scent of camphor and pitch hangs in the air. A large silver seal, depicting a phoenix spiraling around its own tail, is inset into the altar that you can see from here, but appears to be blackened and covered or damaged. You can't tell.
Somebody's desecrated this tomb.
Onuris, you may make a spellcraft check.
11.
Cool. Your eyes, however, are drawn away from this site rather quickly. The surrounding walls are covered with numerous sconces, which contain torches, lit in a blue-green blaze, providing a fair amount of light for this room. Chained to these are shambling forms that turn their sightless gaze to you upon seeing you and then stretch out their limbs.
Oh, fun.
You count 10, 20, 30 more corpses chained to the surrounding walls.
Shepises?
Of more immediate concern, however, are the near dozen other bodies that stop their shambling gait, simply wandering about the room and turn in unison to all of you as you throw open the door. They lift up their arms, beginning to make their way forward with deadly intent, and I will need initiative from the party.
Fun
I say we
times.
just like back out and shut the door.
No, we need to figure out whatever's in here.
Yeah.
Ew.
Couldn't have rolled that perfect 20 on my spellcraft.
Nope, it's just going to be a repeat of, what's the House of Panthero? It was the,
Akentepe.
Akentepe. Yes, the Tomb of Akentepe.
Yeah,
where
except
they
we've got
were-
more channels now, so we can like blast them out.
Well,
There
just
are no
whether
undead.
there was no undead, it was just going to be
Scorpions and
nothing
stuff.
but like,
Scorpions
golems
and like weird golems
insects.
and stuff. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. Yikes.
What?
Oh boy.
Yeah, somebody has to
Oh,
take a
Cyrus,
picture
they're
of
right
this.
next to
This
us
is
too.
crazy.
Oh, that's nice.
Some of them are chained.
For now. Man.
This seems like entirely too many to fight.
Yeah. But there's doors past them.
We can step out and let them come out to us.
There's a bunch of, most of them are chained to the wall.
Well, there's a dozen that aren't.
Goodness.
There are 42 of them.
42.
I think we should step out and see if they'll come into this room so we can at least, like, funnel them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to end up being funneled anyway because there's only so many bases they can surround us with.
This is crazy.
I feel like we really stepped in it.
You must have some way to just walk through this.
Oh, he's probably got some kind of like undead, like repelling aura.
Or he's a necromancer.
What fancy scrolls did Shepus give me?
Oh, you can call one of those beasties. That might be an okay thing to run through here with.
One of them guys.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be perfect to set in this room.
That
Hey, you love killing undead, right? Here you go.
Tap on the door 3 times, then 2 times, and
Lesser
3 times.
Psychopomp and summon Vineth.
Yeah, and the Veneth are the Grim Reaper things.
Yeah, I'm not at that point yet.
And make that caster level check, or use magic device, or whatever.
It's a cleric spell. I mean, it's a 5th level cleric spell, but it's a cleric spell.
That seems great.
So let's go ahead and get initiative from the party. Sagira.
18. And the kitty gets a 14.
Sudi.
Sudi's got a 21.
Citra.
Citra's only got a 15.
On yours.
21.
You or Sudi have the higher initiative.
I only have a 1.
I have a +2.
Okay, so Sudi's slightly faster.
Yay.
On Hurt.
14.
On Hurt or Isra have the higher initiative.
On her, it has a 4.
Ezra has a 5.
Okay.
It's
Cluster
like,
right.
I will snatch you, bird, out of the air. Don't take my turn.
I don't think either of them are like, yeah, let me in there.
Probably not.
Send me in, coach.
They're not Rudy up over here.
Combat begins. There is no surprise attack round, as you weren't expecting zombies, and zombies weren't expecting really anything.
Are zombies ever expecting anything?
The
I'm going to
Spanish
assume
Inquisition.
brains. The Spanish Inquisition. Round 1 of combat begins. Sudi Kontar, you have first initiative.
Resist the urge to get in there. Did these doors open like really? Like these doors weren't locked or anything?
No. It actually opened pretty easily.
That's a problem. Sudi's gonna go next to the next set of doors down and block them with his body and try to hold them.
So Sudi darts over to the next pair of bronze doors.
Basically, try to hold them closed.
Do you think they know that those doors even exist?
I don't know.
Just in case.
Just in case, though.
It is kind of the classic zombie horror movie thing where they're just like beating on the wall when they could just turn the doorknob.
Yeah. So I don't know how like. Well, also, did the doors open in or out?
You have to push the doors open.
Oh, then.
They open into the room beyond.
Oh, then they probably won't be smart enough to do that. I might be okay. I'll prepare here next round to bust in there and start beating them down.
So are you readying an action, or are you going over there and grabbing the doors and taking an action to hold them?
I'll take an action to hold them.
Okay.
Just in case.
Onuris.
Protect
I'm
the flank.
gonna pull out that scroll of summon lesser psychopomp.
It is stored, so you're going to need to use a 4-round action to retrieve it.
Okay.
So Onuris just kind of turns, pops open the scroll tube, starts digging around. Not this one, not this one, not this. There we go. Are you pulling out the 5th level one or the...
Yes, the 5th level one. The 7th level one, we have not hit critical mass yet.
I don't want to hit that. That sounds scary.
I like to point out that, like, scrolls, when you're translating them into books, they're usually 1 page per spell level, so I'd like to think that, like, a 5th level spell is like a 5-foot-long scroll. And you, like, pull it out, and it drops down to the floor.
And then you just start reading it as fast as you can, and you sound like an auctioneer.
You read it in like 6 seconds.
All right.
Super fast. Either that or it's just, like, the really long spell casting time ones. From Onuris, who has a 5-foot step if you'd like to take it.
No, I need to see into the room.
Holds his ground. We go to Sagira.
Yoo-hoo! Zombies! and then I ready an action to hit a zombie if it comes to me.
Sagira readies. From there, we go to Sitra.
Play my game with me.
I'm not yoo-hooing the zombies. I think you took care of that.
I think you can 5-foot step into the room and stab one if you wanted to.
No, I'm gonna ready.
Okay, they are flat-footed.
Come near me.
See if they'll come to us. If not, we'll have to go in there.
Yeah, I don't want to risk getting
Surrounded.
mobbed
yeah.
by the zombies.
Dragged off. Alright, so Sitra readies her blades.
Yes.
Isra.
I'm just gonna tell Isra to wait or down or whatever.
Down.
Yeah,
Alright. Yep. So she sits on her haunches, begins licking one paw and cleaning her ear.
that's fine.
She's probably a little bit more alert. She's
I'll
probably
use it
puffed
for
up.
something in a second, but I want to give these things a chance to come over here.
On her.
Onuris is just going to tell him to watch the rest of the surroundings in case someone comes in behind us.
Okay, so he can take to the wing, just move him at least like 45 feet or
Circles
something.
around. Caca.
That brings us to the zombies.
Here we go.
They turn shuffling and closing as they begin to move their way forward, pressing in towards the party.
Okay, great.
Do they go for the doors?
I guess I could have known things about them.
I mean, they're zombies.
Well, I don't know if there's something special.
We've seen them before. Charge.
The zombies all close in. The first one takes a charge, barreling forward.
When does my ready to action go off?
It goes off just before the charge attack hits you. So it goes off
Yay.
once it's within base contact and has the -2 to its AC, but before it actually gets the attack
Same
roll.
for me?
The same for you as well.
Oh, that's real bad. I only got an 11.
I got a 25. No, sorry, a 27.
A 27 will strike your target as you whip your blade through the air at the zombie as it closes.
14 damage.
As it closes on you, you spin Natron's Fang and slice it clearly in two as it clatters to the floor.
Nope, these die pretty easy.
They're zombies.
Well, I don't know.
All the zombies close in, but since they are zombies, they can only take a standard or move action. Unless, and I guess this is our obscure rule for the episode, if you are incapable of taking a full round action, you can charge as a standard action, but not move double your speed, only move a single speed. There's our obscure rule for the episode.
And that is why they can charge.
From the zombies, we go back to the top of the initiative, Sudi.
They're too stupid to open the door.
Okay. Sudi will open the door and start wailing on him. I mean, I don't know.
Sudi kicks open the door. It's a move action to throw that open. You could 5-foot step in there and just surprise punch the first zombie.
All right, I'm just going to punch him.
Cool. So Sudi kicks open the doors, dramatic.
Dramatically, I'm going to punch. I'll go for the stragglers that are left. So I'll go for the one that's like diagonal like, towards me.
So currently a majority of the zombies are all crammed around the door that Sagira and Sitra are making their final stand at.
Yep. All right. So that's a 20 to hit him.
A 20 will strike the zombie.
Okay. That's kinked. That'll play. So that's going to be 11 points of damage. Bludgeoning.
Your fist slams into the zombie, still sending it staggering back as you hear the cracking sound of its bones under your impact. It then turns its sightless gaze towards you and begins to make its way closer, reaching up its arms. From Sudi, we go to Onuris.
I'm going to cast a scroll.
Alright, it is a summon monster.
Yeah.
Very well. So it'll be a 4-round action.
It's a higher level than I can cast. Do I have to make a spellcraft check?
Yes. It's not a spellcraft check, though. It's caster level.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's a 9th level spellcaster. Scroll described it. Out of curiosity, I can just assume, taking 10 on a spellcraft check, what do you get?
20.
20. Do you have read magic? Or
I have
not read magic? Read
right.
magic.
Yes.
Okay. I will just assume that you have cast read magic on these scrolls before because you already need to have done that. But since you prepared the spell, I'm going to assume that you've done that at some point in the past. I think Sitra also was reading magic on some of the scrolls that you've gotten up until this point. So you don't need to decipher this. So yeah, as you read it, you will need to make a caster level check to successfully cast this. So a d20 plus your 6th
I get
level.
a
I believe.
22.
So 22.
It does 1d3, so I get 2 of them.
Well, at the beginning of your next turn. It's a full round. So Onuris pulls out the scroll, begins reading through it, calling upon the power of Pharasma.
As an auctioneer. Because that's hilarious.
Pharasma.
Well, then I'll re-roll my d3 at the beginning of my turn then. The beginning of my next turn then.
A natural 1 does always fail, and then I would get to use the fun spell mishap for using scrolls. But
Not today.
A spawn of Rovagug shows up. The hair.
Don't bring that down upon us.
As long as
I do have the stats for a few of them.
Did you summon me? What's up?
I'm gonna kill everything,
I mean, I was
including
just
you.
burrowing towards the surface, but this is cool.
Somewhere in distant Silthus, Ulnot the Festering wakes back up.
That's
yeah.
awful.
Wait a second, you built a palace inside of me?
That's kind of cool, I guess.
I guess I'll
inside
start
of
by
my
consuming
stomach.
that.
No,
Yep.
Destruction.
no.
So Onuris produces the scroll, begins to read, trying to ignore the foul stench and the press of bodies from these zombies as they come tearing in. Bringing us to Sagira.
Yeah, Sagira takes 5-foot step in, and she's gonna go ahead and, I guess, swing at the one in front of Sitra to clear her some path. She'll start with this
Alright.
one.
So you spin your twin blades. No, they're not twin, but
Well, my 2 blades.
Your 2 blades.
My dose blades. I get a 20
a 20 will strike your target.
for max damage, which is 17.
Your blade cleaves through the first zombie in front of you, sending it scattered across the floor.
And then I'll attack the one that's
Other-
like the one that's catty-cornered to me is what I'm gonna attack next.
All right, so you spin, swinging at the next one.
Ooh, a 32.
A 32 will strike your target.
It's a threat.
That is a hit. Threat. Roll to confirm.
21 to confirm.
A 21 will confirm your critical hit. How'd you go for the brain?
She's probably just like, my sword is loving this.
21 points of damage.
The second one splatters under the impact of your blade as you cleave its skull in twain.
And then one more Kopesh strike on the one in front of me.
Very well. So secondary attack with your main hand, Kopesh.
You get 3 attacks.
Yeah. Well, I have 2 attacks, but I'm 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah.
So it's like Kopesh, Kukri, Kopesh.
The fighter-based attack character gets 3 attacks with the 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah.
Do you
Base
have
attack
2 attacks
6.
yet?
Huh?
When you get 2 attacks, you should get the same thing.
8th level, I believe, for a rogue.
Yeah,
24 to
that's
hit.
Farther along.
A 24 will strike your third target as Sagira goes wading in ankle deep through the remains of these things.
Goodness.
15 damage.
Slicing clearly through the neck on this next one as its head topples to the floor. It flails at you ineffectually and then falls to the side.
Take it back. This is fun.
You're totally Tallahassee right now.
Onuris, stop reading. I got this.
We got a bunch to kill. You can have some fun.
Citra.
I cleared your path.
Yeah, but the problem is you didn't put anything in a flank.
Well, they all died really easily.
All right,
don't
well,
need a
I'm
flank.
going to move in like 2 spaces ahead of Sagira. Then that way we can kind of cleave way through more if we need to.
All right, there's no way you can move forward to there without provoking an attack of opportunity from one of these zombies.
They're all chained up.
They
Acrobatics.
can still reach.
They're chained up by collars to their necks.
Yeah.
So
You
they'll
just kill
still...
one of them.
Just acrobatics.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Flippy floppy.
Be 27.
Very well, so you go flipping past the zombies, tumbling into the room,
Aha.
kicking a zombie head across the floor.
I get a
Sudi's like, respect the dead!
22 to hit it
These are
A
undead.
22 will strike your target.
for 8 points of damage.
Nice.
This is slashing.
C. Yes.
Very well. Your blade slicing deep into the neck of this thing, although not far enough to actually cleave through as you rip your blade back free.
That's okay.
The thing turns back towards you, still standing, bringing us to Isra.
Defend Sudi.
Very well. So you shout the defend command. Isra will dart over there.
Well,
No, I'm
defending
under
it would
attack, so yeah.
Yeah, you can actually get into base contact with that next one over. Isra launches herself into the room as the twin black cats stand back to back.
Yeah.
then
good
she
moment.
attack. She protect. She attack.
But mostly she is black.
She doesn't roll great.
I mean, these are zombies.
She gets a 17.
A 17 slices into the first zombie in her path.
Cool.
Is she going against the one that's chained against the wall or against the one that Sudi already hit?
The one that looks like it's actually attacking Sudi.
Okay, so yeah, the one Sudi just hit.
She does minimum damage, which is 9. 9 damage.
Chomping onto this and ripping through its chest as it crashes to the ground, dying
Good
again.
job. Good girl.
She lets out a roar as we cut over to Onhurit. I believe continues to circle.
Yeah.
Go ahead and have him make me a perception roll.
More zombies are coming.
They came from behind.
19.
Onhurit circles overhead. As he does so, the party hears a screech. On Onuris, you hear light. Light! Glancing back over your shoulder, you can see what looks to be maybe torchlight or a solid light descending down the stairs you came from.
Someone's coming.
Uh-oh. Let's leave and close the doors. Like TBD or TBC? To be continued.
Onhurit continues circling.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, we can put the Asobek in there and then we can go.
That brings us to the zombies.
Who all break free of the restraints at once.
We throw Asobek in there, we close the door, and we fight whoever's coming down the stairs. Jordan just had to say rolling encounter.
I'm good.
Are we blaming him? Is that what's happening? Okay.
Nah, Crystal and I are just,
No, we're
Crystal and
blaming
I are
Crystal
just
Frazier.
in sync.
But I'm just pointing out.
I mean, 43 seemed a little or 42 or how many there were in here was a little excessive, but what makes it more excessive? Rolling encounter.
More things. Scary things.
So the zombies close. Let's just go through the list here. The first one's going to attack against Isra, the one chained against the wall next to Isra. All right, so we're looking at a 15 against Isra.
Nope.
The next 3 are attacking Sudi.
Okay.
18,
Yeah, that'll hit.
8,
Nope.
natural 1.
Okay.
So that was 1.
Yep, that's one.
Does manage to, basically as you duck past the first one, spin under the second one, the third one clubs you with its iron-like arm, striking you for 8 points of damage.
Owie.
As your knee hits the floor before you push back off against it. That one had to move to get within range of Sagira, so that one's going to attack Sagira. The other 2 are going to attack Sitra. So one attacks Sagira with a perfect 20, which will automatically hit threat. At 11, I don't think will confirm, though.
No.
Sagira does still take 8 points of damage as this thing claws into her, sending her flailing back. Trying not to trip over the pile of dead bodies you've left in your wake. Sitra, we're looking at an 8,
No.
and that's an 18.
Nope.
Very well. So the lithe rogue ducks and weaves between these attacks.
Duck and weave, duck and weave.
Bring us to the top of the initiative where we cut back to Sudi
All right.
as the undead bear down on top of you.
So it becomes a whirlwind of foot and fist. I will go ahead and flurry of blows. I'm going to start with the one who hit me because that was rude. How could he? All right, so that's going to be a 26
A 26 will strike this zombie.
for 7 points of damage. Hit him again for a 23.
23 will also hit the zombie.
Dang it, I'm rolling poorly for 6.
All right.
Do
Barely injuring these
basically
things.
nothing.
Especially start considering that dagger on your hip as we...
So he's
leave.
gonna take a 5-foot step back.
Very well. He steps back out through the doorway. Try to funnel them a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, if we close the door, we can handle whoever's coming in.
On Onuris. The paper disintegrates in your fingertips in a purple blast of light.
I get 3 of them.
You get 3 of them.
I rolled a
Nice.
5.
So bad.
Yeah.
Send him in here so we can just close
The
the
like
doors.
battle drums start going. It's
Ooh,
like
I think I have the pawns for those.
If we
And
just-
since
we
they
just
can
close the magnet,
immediately
it just
start
goes
to act, right?
Just
Yes.
send them in there, and then we'll close the doors and deal with whoever's coming. Like, this is their bread and butter, right? Zombies? Come on.
Sweet.
Does the work command mean that Isra could close a door?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably. If she knows how doors work, which, I mean, based on Mr. Winston, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mikey locked me out of the house once.
What?
Jordan locked me out of the house 2 days ago.
Hey, I'm a human being. That's not nearly as impressive as Mikey locking her
was
out of the
horrible.
house.
Rick hasn't locked me out recently, but I have been locked out many a time.
Not fun.
You must summon them within 30 feet of you and have line of sight.
Hello. Little Sobek friends.
Hello, friends.
So there is a brilliant flash of light.
Nice.
The air smells with the scent of funerary incense, and a trio of
Fabulous.
fabulous feather-boaed, skulled creatures explode out from the outer planes.
Yeah, purple light everywhere.
Yeah, Onuris tells them to murder the zombies.
Get them.
Not that they probably need encouragement.
They begin to dive forward like the mad dogs of Pharasma.
Oh, they're like, oh,
That
heck
one's
yeah.
gonna start with that one.
All right.
Delicious. Om nom nom.
And he gets an 18.
An 18 will strike his target,
And he does 7 points of damage.
ripping into it. It still stands.
His first claw... Oh, that's only an 8.
An 8 will not strike his target.
His second claw is a 18.
18 will strike,
Nice.
He does 6 points of damage.
ripping that one into pieces as it falls to the ground. It rears back its head as it swallows its upper torso almost whole, gobbling it down before turning its head towards the next one.
Footstep.
Can't come back if they're eaten.
I guess this one's just gonna eat that one. It's chained.
Om nom nom.
Goes against the chained ones. All right.
First hit with his bite is 20
A 20 will strike its target,
for 5 points of damage.
ripping into his foe.
First claw is a 10.
A 10 will not strike the zombie.
Second claw is a 22.
A 22, however, will.
He does 3 points of damage.
Yeah, so it continues to rip and tear. This one's still standing.
And then the other one will eat the one in front of it.
Very well.
With a 16. With
A
his
16
bite
hits.
For
Its
that's
crocodilian jaws snap down onto it,
8. For 6 points of damage.
rending into the thing.
First claw is an 18.
18 will strike as it bites on,
For 5
ripping with
points
its
of
four
damage.
claws. Ripping deeper into it, although this one still stands as it begins to bear it under its weight.
19 for the third hit.
19 will strike again,
He does 6 points of damage.
and then it viciously rips the creature into two as it falls into pieces.
How hurt is Sudi?
Oh, I'm just like barely scratched. Like I'm
Okay.
good.
Nice.
I'm here. How many of those things are within 30 feet of me?
I think it's like this entire line.
Yeah, but we're trying to close these.
I
Channel.
tell you, my full plan is to leave and close these doors. That is exactly what Sagira is doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say just leave these so back to.
Yes, whoever's
Have
coming
dinner.
with that light is a way bigger threat.
Most likely. That's why Sudi took a 5 step back. He's like, uh-oh.
I'm gonna have Isra close the door.
9 of them would be within range of each
I
other.
say save your channels and see if we can't just lock these so back in and just let them.
Yeah,
have dinner.
but the Asobek only have an AC of 15 and 30-something hit points.
Yeah, but whoever's
Oh, they
coming
have
down
DR.
those stairs is gonna wreck us.
We don't know that for sure.
Do the Asobic have
80%
DR?
sure.
What?
Do they have DR?
Just 2?
To what?
Adamantine.
they could still get through quite a few, I
And
think.
most of them are chained.
That
those
doesn't
zombies
stop
aren't
them from
going anywhere.
attacking them. To get within range to bite them, they're within range for the zombies to attack them.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if they even go down, we'll have like a zombie left and a bunch chained up, as opposed to whoever's coming down here
is
is probably someone that's coming to like kill the bejesus out of us. Including that
I mean,
guy
to be
that
fair,
like
the zombies are also trying. They're just not great at it.
They're not,
more of a threat. More
they're
of
not
a
hard to
threat.
deal with.
The zombies want to kill the bejesus out of you, too.
Everything
Sure.
wants to kill the bejesus out of
But,
us in
like-
this entire city.
They're not that hard to put down.
It's your character.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, you do what you're gonna do.
I'm going to channel because I want these to be able to help us with this and with whatever's killing us. They're only here for 6 rounds.
Okay.
So
That's
if you move 2 steps in beyond the door, you will not provoke an attack of opportunity moving to there.
right there, and I'm going to channel.
Shaboom.
You call upon the divine power of Horus. Your eye blazes. A falcon screeches from the other room.
Still saying light.
Light! Channel!
Channel light.
Because of my nifty domain ability that allows me to add my cleric level to channels when I damage undead. I do 17 damage to all those zombies.
What is the safety C?
16, and they don't get any channel resistance if they have it.
I bet this is desecrated. I don't know if that affects it.
It gives them a bonus on the save, I believe.
If it's desecrated.
If it is actually desecrated, we don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it is.
You call upon the holy power of Horus. Your eye blazes with energy. The light seems dim and wane here, as if it's struggling against some sort of fouler magic. That notwithstanding, the zombie directly in front of Isra still disintegrates entirely. The rest of them, however, do still take half damage, which is still going to be 8 points of damage, which actually still does kill the one that Sudi struck previously, as well as the one directly in front of Sitra that she stabbed when she first came in, as well as the one that the Asobic tore into against the wall. From Onuris, it kind of looks around and goes, it usually works better than that. We go to Sagira.
Sagira's going to hit the one next to her. 17?
Your blade cleaves into the one next to you.
14 damage.
Viciously cutting the thing in half as it topples into pieces.
And then I'm going to take a move action into the other room.
So you rush 30 feet back in towards the door you came in
toward
down?
the center, kind of.
Right.
Trying to figure out what's coming.
So Sagira goes rushing back into the room. Sagira, you can clearly see the light descending down the stairs now as it floods out into this room. Although the entirety of this room is also lit bright by the bright green lanterns or torches across the wall. From Sagira, we go to Sitra.
Sitra is going to follow Sagira's lead and exit Le Room so that she can be better prepared for whatever is coming down the stairs.
30 feet will put you at a diagonal behind Sudi.
Behind Sudi?
Behind Sudi.
Or behind Sagira if you go that way, either way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because there's one loose zombie. The rest are all chained up. I think
There's
that's okay.
two.
You still have a
There's
standard
3
move
loose
action
zombies.
remaining if you'd like to take it as you close.
There's only
That one. There's
those
3.
two are chained.
Those two are chained.
Yeah.
There's a wall. That's the wall right there.
There's just one zombie that's
They're basically
running that ring.
sitting there between the two sets of doors.
You have move action or standard action remaining if you'd like to take it.
No, I don't necessarily want to ready because I don't know if this person is a threat just yet.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm just gonna be there.
I mean, you could move to the other side of the room if you want to get into maybe a better flanking position.
Oh, or you could hide behind a pillar.
These pillars aren't big enough to hide behind,
yeah.
really.
So Citra rushes back into the room, bringing us to Isra.
I'm going to give her the work command and tell her to close the door.
All right.
Because she has that command. And she would have to pull it there.
So she steps back, grabbing onto the door and pulling it back closed. The other side of the door still stands open.
She does what she can do.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but she bites onto one of the handles and then pulls it back into the room
Sudi's going to be probably taking the hint.
and bite onto the other handle and pull it. No.
No.
You have thumbs, use them. Unhurt.
Are those pillars?
Yes, all the pillars are floor to ceiling.
Oh, so he can't land on them.
No,
Is there anywhere in the room that he can land that's not the ground?
the ground.
That's not what I asked. I said.
He can fly into the other room and land on top of the
Yeah, we're not going to
desecrated
do
shrine.
that
Yes.
We don't need him to be bait.
Is
either.
it
He lands
helping?
there.
Very well, so he circles back and then lands down on the ground. Preens.
Very undignified being on the ground.
Vulnerable.
Brings us to the remaining zombie who will take a 5-foot step after Sudi.
Okay.
Swings its arm. It's a 12.
Nope.
So Sudi just kind of bats it out of the way.
No, bad.
As Sudi just kind of pushes this zombie back off of him, he turns back towards the wide archway door as light floods into the chamber.
Oh boy, here we go.
A quartet of figures emerge.
Great.
The lead trio step out, weapons in hand, as they look past all of you, resplendent in red robes and their faces
God.
obscured behind golden masks.
You guys.
As they stride forward.
I hate these guys.
Let's hope they're chumps like the last ones we fought.
They're probably not.
Probably not, but yeah.
They're also going to explode on us.
Also, there were 3 of. You said 3 of them. Who's the
There's
4th
4.
guy or gal?
The fourth figure is a tall, lithe-looking woman,
Oh, it's what's her name?
Is it special
wearing
mask?
what appears to be studded leather armor and fine gear, a pectoral as well as white robes draped down around her, and her face obscured behind a fine feminine golden funerary mask. As she steps into the room and looks out over all of you.
We had her name from a letter.
The letter, you did know that Ekram Afek was communicating with a woman named Merit Hetef.
So yeah, I'm gonna assume that's probably her.
Safe assumption.
Sagira just says cultists.
Thank you for your assistance.
No,
The Sky Pharaoh will be pleased.
absolutely
I'm
not.
pretty sure that we weren't assisting you in any way intentionally.
Well, then that will make this simpler. I am unwilling to share the glory. When he rises again to reclaim his throne, we will receive Hakatep's blessings, not the likes of you.
I don't want his blessing. It sounds gross.
Yeah.
The men begin to spellcast,
Of course they do.
Of course.
Spellcasters. Cultists.
chanting and intoning.
They're gonna explode when we kill them.
The woman begins ancient funerary prayers as you can feel the wave of bardic magic rolling from her, inspiring her allies to
Bards.
greater power.
What?
Bard.
She's a funerary bard?
Sagira, she
And
does
we
a
will
great
pick
dirge.
it back up here
Ow.
next time.
Combat
Middle
A.
of combat.
Of course she's a bard. Everybody's following her. She's a cult leader. Duh.
Yeah. That makes
I
sense.
think there's a cult leader archetype for bards.
She should have it.
But doing funerary prayers is your bardic inspiration.
You would need to continue to search for the sepulcher of the servant where Nefru Shepis... Nakat? Nefru. Which one's dead?
Nakat is the one that's alive.
Yeah,
Nefru is
Nakat,
dead.
Nakat's alive.
The frou
We got
is
too much
Fru
Shepis in
is
here.
Fru living. Hey, mnemonics.